Local family is reflecting on that storm after experiencing it firsthand.
One family living in New Orleans packed up and moved to Southern Oregon after their home was completely destroyed. Newswatch 12's Christy Lewis joins us now with how they're looking back at that experience.
Chris and Joy Brown had 2 kids and a baby on the way when Mother Nature hit Louisiana 8 years ago. And they first talked to Newswatch 12 a year after the storm hit. That's when they found a home in Medford. And now the couple and their 3 children call Central Point home 8 years later.
I don't think there'll ever come a time where I won't remember this day.
On this day 8 years ago, Chris and Joy Brown were not on this couch.
There it is right there. That's the scene that we saw that was right down the street from our house.
They were escaping this scene, kick-started by Katrina. And now several years later, they're reflecting.
Just to think about what happened and that our home got destroyed, but yep, we're here and we made it.
Chris Brown was born and raised in New Orleans, so reflection on the devastation didn't come easy.
It took me a while before I could deal with it emotionally. It took me a couple years before I could read things about it or really sit down and focus on it, because it just made me really upset.
To cope with those losses, Brown says he turned to the blues.
How do I feel at the end? It's cathartic, absolutely. So I've always used music as kind of my release. Like, I like singing stuff that moves people, and I like bringing happiness.
He's now able to focus on what came out of the wreckage, a new life for his whole family.
And it's such a life-changing thing that it's something I want to make sure that they know, 1, my heritage, and 2, what they lived through.
The new home may be thousands of miles from New Orleans, but it's covered in Louisiana culture.
I try to keep the spirit and music of New Orleans alive here.
Fleur-de-lis are everywhere in the house, along with family photos they were able to salvage, and even a cat named Nola.
Yeah, I recently redid all my stuff.
Now, their old home in New Orleans was actually leveled. They've been able, though, to completely rebuild here in Southern Oregon despite losing almost every single thing they had. Chris and Joy say now that experience really reminded them what matters in life, which is family.